Facebook Live show. I'm Jen Burson. I'm the founder and president of Generation PR and the creator of the Profitable PR Pros, the Powerhouse Pros community, Pitching Powerhouse podcast. Welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I am going to give just a second so people can come and find me and answer my husband who asked me a question, and then go on focus mode. Do not disturb. Leave me alone for an hour. How is it going? I am really pumped for today's topic because I cannot tell you how many times this has come up. The feeling of being disenchanted with your business, disenchanted with the current state of your clients, with everything that you're feeling with your business, not giving you that same level of satisfaction that you once felt. I think that I'm having a little bit of a broadcast issue, so I'm going to wait a second. Okay, somebody's here. Just let me know that you can see me if whomever's here, because I had a little bit of a broadcast challenge. So just confirm so that I think it was something with, I'm broadcasting in 3 places. I'm on Instagram. I am on and Facebook in 2 spots. And I think that is interfering with, okay, with my quality, the streaming quality. Let me know if things seem okay. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Just thumbs up, something, so I know we're good. Because it also seems like people are not locating us right now. Anybody? That doesn't help. Okay, somebody else is on here. It's taking a minute for people to find us. Like I was saying, I'm broadcasting in 3 different locations, and I think the stream quality, thank you. I don't know who that is. It says Facebook user, so you must be watching on Powerhouse Pros. Let me know if you guys are watching on Powerhouse Pros or on Instagram. Actually, this is Facebook, but let me know who's there. And I'm so glad that you can see me and hear me. Just confirm that, because that would help me a lot. We're going to dive into this topic of feeling like you might not love every single client that you're working with, and all of the responsibilities and things that are taking your time in your business. We're going to have a little tough love chat, but in true Jen fashion, try to keep it as upbeat and positive. We're going to put a spin on it that feels empowering, that feels more of a perspective shift, because we've seen a lot of negativity and complaining in our group, and I'm not discounting those feelings. We've all felt it at some point. I think it's feeling a bit more common now. But we would rather focus on a perspective shift so that we can get back to loving our businesses, being intentional as we create our companies in a way where we will love them for a long time. I'm going on 19 years this March, so in like a month and a half, 19 years of running my business, and I love the work that I'm doing. I do ebb and flow. There are seasons, of course, but let's look at this starting of the new year and pivot from the kind of piling on of the negativity. Like when somebody posts something, you're kind of like, yeah, me too. And then it's just this venting session. And that's what we're here for. But once we get it all out, let's have a perspective shift, okay? So glad that you decided to join me live. Welcome. I really appreciate that. We do this every single week, Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific. Rain or shine. It happens to be shine. I think tomorrow it will be rain in Los Angeles, but only if I'm out of town or it's a holiday. We don't go live, but we're here for you. We've done well over 1,000 live broadcasts. So I'm glad you found us. Being an agency owner, it is one of the most exciting, I think, rewarding careers out there. When I say rewarding, it is personally rewarding in the sense that you're building a business that benefits you, you're being selective with who you work with, you're getting to set your own hours. To me, that ultimate level of control is success. That's like the true definition of success, but also rewarding. I feel the work we do really benefits our clients in a way that is so meaningful in helping them grow their businesses, achieve their dreams, find their audiences, increase their revenue. Seeing that has such a profound impact on your sense of like value and what's rewarding in your career. You're doing a lot to help a lot of people. But that doesn't mean that every PR pro is passionate about everything they're doing in their business and every client. And it's okay if you're not feeling the love for a certain client or project or maybe even a repetitive task in your business. Hello, reporting, anyone? Like the worst, right? Every agency owner will experience this at some point in their careers and likely multiple times over. It just depends, how long you've been doing this, but going on 19 years like me, and you're going to ebb and flow, being like, this is awesome, and this is like the hardest thing I've ever done. But what's important is that you find your passion within yourself. And even if you don't love your clients at the moment, remember that every project and campaign and retainer agreement, new client, is an opportunity for growth and excitement. And finding those little, let's call them pockets of passion, that is the key to loving your agency and your career long term. So I want to share my best tips for cultivating your passion for your agency, your passion for the work you're doing, no matter how you're currently feeling about your clients. And I see, hi Jen, hi everyone. If you're on Powerhouse Pros on Facebook, I can't see who it is. So maybe just either go over to Generation PR or let me know there who is just said, hi Jen, hi everyone. It could be Lauren, it could be Chrissy. I have my regulars. But I'm so glad everybody is finding us because I think there was a little bit of a broadcast challenge in the beginning. All right, best tips for cultivating your passion. Number one, I want you to focus on what you're working towards. What are you building? So PR, the work we do, it just automatically ebbs and flows. The kind of results, the kind of pitches that we send out, the seasonality, launch-based pitches, that will ebb and flow. And the reality is that you're not always going to have really fun, exciting days. Yes, if you're working towards a big event, I'm here. This is me every day. And it's not always about working towards a big launch or, when launches are over and you were really successful, sometimes you have that feeling of like, okay, what now? So when you have those feelings of not loving the work that you're doing, it's not really exciting, having a clear vision for your agency's future, for your path that you're on, the growth that you're looking to achieve, that will help you work through these really kind of slower periods, the ebbs and flows. And sometimes the fulfilling part isn't the day-to-day work, it's the path that you're on. It's knowing that you are walking toward the growth, the goals, the life that you want to have, the work-life integration. Hi, Lily. I see you here. Okay, yes, the Powerhouse Pros. If for some reason, I think because I'm logged in as Generation PR and not Jen, so a business can't see individuals on group pages through my broadcast software. A little glitch, but I appreciate you finding us over on Generation PR. Be sure to like Generation PR's page so that you can get our live notifications when I'm about to go live. Like I said, every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific. So we are going to get you on a clear path with a vision for your agency's future. So you can start by setting clear goals outside of client work. That is something that you're going to work towards and make progress on every day. It could be like bringing on a new team member. It could be, part of your agency or your personal life. Like maybe it is starting a mindfulness practice. It could be journaling every day. It could be really checking into a gratitude practice every single day. I will tell you right now, one thing that I'm doing that it's a big investment. It's a big thing I'm working towards, but I am completely revamping our website. I will say this is probably the fifth or sixth time in 19 years. It needs a revamp. We are, I will tell you, my website has been a huge source of business leads for us. I think because we've been around a long time, the domain's been up. I have a lot of really good referring sites linking to us just from getting articles and awards and podcast interviews and things. So the SEO organically just is there, and it's been great. But we haven't updated our press section and our blog in a long time because the site on WordPress hasn't been supported, the theme. And so we've been trying to redo it, but almost in a piecemeal way. And then the pandemic happened, and the team reallocated their time and their focus. And so it sort of sat there unfinished. And I want to resurrect this goal of creating an updated website that I can update with. I mean, we have probably thousands of press hits for clients that over the last, 3 years haven't been added to the site. And it doesn't look, yes, please do ask questions. Nothing self-promotional, but definitely ask questions. I'm here to answer them. That's what I'm here for. I love staying on and having discussions here like this. So the site was kind of 90% of the way done. It was my existing site, moved over to a new theme, and waiting to sort of work out the kinks, and then we stalled. So I wanted to resurrect this because I realized that the inbound inquiries into the agency are kind of slowing down. Like we used to get 5 a week. I'd say 1 in every 20, so like 5% were qualified, and then the rest I would farm out to my community or share with colleagues. And there's always just a good flow of opportunity, but we haven't had that in a long time. And I know it's not because it's not out there. It is because something is broken on our site. It is no longer a lead generation magnet for us. So we are now completely overhauling the site, and it's a major investment. But I will say, this is, when I say make sure you have time to work on your business and not just in your business, even if it means shifting around your schedule. This is what I mean. I am now working on my business again, and I will tell you the feeling of excitement, of reinvigoration, it is like a huge byproduct of this decision because I'm so pumped for this new online presence and the way we're going to get to promote it. And it's coming out in March, which is when my birthday is, and it'll be the 19th anniversary of the company. And there's just a lot that we're, going to be excited to share. So maybe the issue isn't with your clients. It might be with the amount of clients, the amount of client work you're taking on. Maybe that leads you to a feeling of burnout or overwhelm, and that will really quickly zap your enjoyment. It could be that the work you're doing has felt stagnant, that the kind of niche that you're working in isn't really exciting to you anymore. I've seen this happen. A lot of people, when they get married, they fall in love with the bridal industry. They, they're like experts because they're brides. They're looking into magazines and they're looking at dresses and decor, and they know all the publications, and now they're like, I'm a bridal expert. But like 4 or 5 years into your marriage, you're like, now you're into babies because you might, start a family. But bridal tends to become not as exciting, because it's an annual cycle. It's just over and over, just like fashion, annual cycle. Um, Shake it up, change things up. You don't have to stay in the same place, in the same niche, in the same industry with the same kinds of clients, or if you're feeling overwhelmed and burnout because you have a ton of client work that you're doing and it's just too much, see if you can delegate a few tasks to another team member or bring on a freelancer and outsource the work that is dragging you down. Like, those tasks that just feel like you are operating in the drudgery zone. It's just like, oh, I can't believe I have to do that right now. Like, I'd rather do anything but. Like, the end of the month is so annoying because you have to do your reporting. I look at it like I get to the end of the month and then go to the next month and bill, and I'm going to get some revenue coming in. So I look at the end of the month like, yay, one day away from sending out bills. So, and then the reporting is just like, look at how, we're all happy, everyone's happy. And if they're not happy, then it's an opportunity to have a conversation about what we can do, what their goals are, how are we going to get back in sync. So anything you feel, I want you to make a note of it. If you have something that is it just feels like a drain on your energy, which then becomes a drain on your time, your resources, your focus, and your passion for what you're doing, delegate it. Delegate it. I don't care what it costs. You have to delegate it. We're in this to love our businesses, not resent and hate and feel dragged down by the work we're doing. Your agency should receive just as much love and attention as your clients do. Make your agency a focus, work on the business. We say that all the time. You can't work on the business when you're working in the business. You might not be feeling passionate about your agency simply because you haven't taken the time and the energy to focus on it again. And that is what happened with me. That is absolutely what happened with me. I'm trying to run two sides of the business, the academy coaching side and then my agency. And we've been so focused on developing content and building this community, which I love so, so, so much. But this isn't the main revenue driver in my business. My agency is the profitable side of my business. This is almost like passion, because I get to connect with everyone and I would love to scale it, but so far it's not happening. The agency, every new client is massively profitable, and I just haven't had the bandwidth, and then the website's been kind of down, and I just am like, I like the clients we have, and I'm not ready to go like pound the pavement. But now I am focused on the website, getting back up and running, updating our press, and leveraging the results we've gotten to attract new clients like a magnet. It always works. It's just been stagnant for me. So I want you to dedicate time to any sort of back end projects that will move the needle for your business and generate that excitement for you again. It could be, like I said, revamping your website. Also fun, curating a new brand aesthetic, right? You can go into Canva if you can't afford a designer. Pull some inspiration from Pinterest or across the web or even on Canva and give yourself a new look and feel, a new colors, like a new brand aesthetic. What we love, and we have seen our community members inside the Agency Accelerator love their businesses again by developing a new proposal template that draws in their dream clients. So we have an awesome proposal template inside of the Agency Accelerator, which is an excellent starting point. It is one that converts exceptionally well, one that you spend some time at the beginning to really curate and create something awesome, and then you have it. And then when you have an opportunity with a new lead and they ask, for some information about your firm, you can turn that into a proposal. It's mostly a capabilities deck. It shows what you've done, what you can do, and then you can build in some pricing. But now it's 90% of the way done, and it's awesome and super impressive. And you can simply send it out and wait for the client to say yes. It's really great. And it really makes you excited again about the work you're doing. So that was number one. Focus on what you're building towards. What are you working towards? Number two, ask yourself what you need to be passionate about with your clients. So we're all passionate about PR, but the way that we all feel that passion is totally different. What does that feel like for you? What do you need to be passionate about a client? So I maybe I didn't emphasize the right word there because I was reading it. Ask yourself what it is you need to feel in order to be excited about a client. What does a client have to have, right? So think about what you need, and it could be, like when you talk about something and you light up, that is exciting and energizing for you. So if you're talking about a niche you're working in and you're not super excited, your passion kind of changes and you're like, maybe that's not what I need to be doing. Do you need an exciting product to feel passionate about? Is it the company's values and how they align with your values? Does that impact your excitement levels? Are you really passionate and excited about certain services, or authors, or like certain industries where you're like, I love innovation and there's so much innovation happening in the tech space and that's where I want to be. That lights me up. When you feel appreciated and valued by your client, does that give you a bit more passion and excitement about working with them? I would say yes. I want a client who appreciates the work we're doing, sees the value in it, and honestly leaves us alone to just do our thing. So when I have felt super excited about a client, it is that they bring us on, they trust our expertise, they give us the support that we need in terms of a team, product samples, if that's a thing, any imagery, a process to send things out quickly so we're not waiting on them. And they just, because they hired us and know we're experts, they just let us do our thing. That is like my dream client. And I get really excited when I talk to a client who feels like they're going to be that level of support for us. Try to also think about the moments when you have felt really passionate about working with your clients. What was it about those moments that got you so excited and so invested? So when you're in this mindset, try to identify common themes between these moments, like the types of products you were launching, or the deliverables you created. Maybe it was the social platforms that you were creating content for. For me, I have been super excited about landing like TV coverage, top tier, like Today Show, back in the day, Ellen, The View, all of the shows, the doctors, these have such an impact for our clients. They're clips that you can license and use for advertising. And for me, it's about matching our results to the client's wish list, like pie in the sky, right? And there's just nothing better than them saying like, this is my dream. And you're like, here you go. And it doesn't happen right away. I mean, it takes sometimes years, but that feels really, really exciting to me. That is the thing that you can look to for the commonality. Um, that's interesting. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Yeah, Serena, love it. I love it. Definitely look for those common threads and like, what was it about? Could be that it's like all female entrepreneurs. You want to support women that are running businesses that are supporting their families, and it's like you're really excited about female entrepreneurs, or that they have like a mentorship program and you're helping other people helping them help other people. Can't talk today. I have a client who is a PR firm that helps OnlyFans models get featured. I don't know why, but it feels a bit unethical for me to get leads for him, as I'm a big, I don't know what that means, no FAP person. I'm currently targeting other niches for him. So you're trying to, I don't really know, you're trying to get a PR firm what kind of features for their OnlyFans models to get featured. So like, what is your role with that company in terms of like, what are their goals in having you work on that account? So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I need to know a little. I run a lead gen company for PR firms. Um, I don't know what no FAP means. Um, but lead gen, so that's not PR. We're talking about PR, right? Um, you're in like a, service company trying to get. So I'm going to just sort of table that because we're talking about PR firms, PR pros finding excitement and passion for the kinds of clients that they are bringing on and working with. So not necessarily we're here. Serena and I are like, we got it. Okay. The other thing is, where did I go here? Okay. Woo. Okay, number 3. Okay, good. We wrapped that one up. Identifying common themes. Ask yourself what you need to feel passionate about a client. Budget wise too. Listen, if you can't make our rate and I have to cut my rate, which I'm not going to do, I'm not going to be that excited about it. It's going to be annoying to me. So budget could also be like, if you got some good budget, I can find some excitement for you. That's always like something that is universal, right? And number 3, create opportunities to cultivate your passions. It doesn't just happen. You have to proactively create opportunities to experience passion and excitement in your agency. So try to only accept work that you know you're going to be excited about, you're going to be passionate about, you're really a fan of the company and their mission, their purpose, their products. Make adjustments to your client roster and retainers to kind of turn them into something that you could be more passionate about. Maybe you can take that client and they're coming to you for something specific, but that's not what you're really jazzed about. And you can upsell them on a service that you really love providing. Like maybe they're not into influencer engagement, but you know that influencers would love this company. And so you can convince them that there is a lot of ROI if they pursue this service. And now you can get really excited about it because you have something really cool to share with your influencers. Might be a little trickier on the PR side, on like traditional media, but with influencers, you're going to kind of crush it because they're going to want this product. You can do a lot with not a lot of budget, and that's going to get you really excited to show them what you can do for them. Or you can also stop offering a service that you don't really enjoy. You don't have to do all the things, and I encourage you not to, because the more you're doing, the more spread thin that you will be. It's harder to manage a bunch of clients doing a bunch of different things at a bunch of different levels than it is to have like a core service. Everybody that comes to you receives this core service, and then for the right clients, the right fit, and only when like all of the elements are there for you to be successful for them, you can add on other services that you feel are really complementary, and it's not like reinventing the wheel every single time. I want economies of scale. I want that flow state. So if something feels like dead weight to you, stop offering it as a service. If you don't love it, don't do it. And when you have that extra time in your schedule, you can offer something new that you love or spend those hours on yourself and your business. Spend those extra hours. So I had an example here. The other thing is put yourself out there as an expert and pitch yourself for podcasts. Think about where your ideal clients are hanging out, if they're listening to certain podcasts, or there's a podcast out there that focuses on the space that your client's products fall in or their brand falls in. Put yourself out there as an expert, because you will be surprised at what you know that other people find just confusing, confounding. You will get on a podcast and just, it's like just spit amazing knowledge. And people listening are like, oh my God, she knows her stuff. And it comes so easily to you, but putting yourself out there, sharing what you know, that passion comes through. Maybe the execution of the services feel a little heavy right now, but if you can go out and give a talk, be a presenter, be a panelist, a moderator, put yourself on a panel where you're getting in front of other, like-minded business owners, and you're sharing your knowledge. There is something so valuable to yourself in doing that. I will tell you, creating the Powerhouse Pros community, the Generation Academy body of content. I mean, we have so much freaking content. It's all great. I mean, I think we work really hard to give the community tools and strategies and training and resources and tip sheets and checklists and all the things to make their businesses better, to make their businesses more profitable, to help them enjoy their businesses more, to help them connect with others in the community. When I started creating content for Generation Academy, my passion for my business grew. When I get on calls, Serena, back me up here, those coaching calls are so freaking good. You walk away inspired. You walk away feeling like you are part of a community of smart, driven, savvy, like-minded people who give you a fresh perspective, who are willing to share resources. I'm fired up when I get off those calls. And I'm not like giving all the information on the calls. It is a collaboration. I make it a point to know what people are working on in their businesses, and how they can support and help each other. And I'll call on people. So, and everybody has something to add. Yes, 100. I want to let you guys know, speaking of calls, I don't even think this is on here. We are retooling the way that we are supporting you in your business. We are retooling it. And let me try to explain, because we only have one opportunity for coaching with me and with the community, aside from this, which I'm happy to answer questions and all that. But we do a monthly call, and they are bonkers. They are so, so good. You get all your questions answered. If you're struggling with what to pitch, you've run out of ideas, you're stagnant there, you are struggling to find clients, you have a challenging client, you have a client that has unrealistic expectations, and I'm like pointing to somebody on my screen right here, that you need to learn how to let go of, or need to just get the community support that that's the right decision to let go of a client that is sucking the life out of you. Our coaching calls are bonkers, okay? We have shifted to a one call a month, and we're calling it, working title TBD, but Powerhouse Plus. And what this is you get the pitch lab monthly, and you get access to the community online, and you get access to our call once a month. It is what is it? We'll do some sort of a introductory rate, or if you're like Serena and you're already grandfathered in at founders rates, that will not change, okay? But you get the pitch lab, which is bonkers, like, to begin with. I've been told the execution plans are worth the price alone. And then the calls, which are excellent, get all your questions answered, connect with the community. We share resources. Someone was like, does anyone have a report at the New York Times? I need a contact at the Today Show. And we're like, share. I mean, it's excellent. And then the community. And also when we get leads, when we set up our site again, we're going to get inbound client leads, we share that with the Powerhouse Plus community. It is $297 a month. We're going to do an introductory founders rate at $247 if you enroll for a year and you get 2 months free. So it'll be like $2,500 for the year, coaching, community, the pitch lab included. If you just want to be in the pitch lab, you can still do that. That's $97 a month. That is not changing. But this is like your way to get all of the support you need to run your agency with the call. I mean, the calls are excellent. So if that is interesting to you, you can also pop in for $297 the few months that you're going through certain content or looking to like find your niche and find clients, and then ghost us for a little bit and you will not pay. But we are also going to do a founder's rate for $247 if you come on for a year. Okay. So you get, and then all kinds of like databases and bonuses that we have for you. So I'm mentioning it because this is not going to be a launch for a while. We have to build sales pages and copy. Like, you cannot even imagine the level of depth that everything has to go in, but I don't want to wait. It's going to take the team a long time. We're working on a lot of stuff. So I want to fill it. I just want people in it that are like, that's what I'm looking for. So if that's you, reach out to Miranda, support at generationacademy.com. If you're on a founder's rate for the coaching, which is Serena is, I think, and you're on a founder's rate for the pitch lab, that won't change. You're always, whenever we lock you into a rate, we never change it. So you'll get locked in at the founder's rate and save $50 a month. And also 2 months free, and also a database, and also like tons of stuff. Anyway, that's the direction we're going in. So it'll be one call a month talking about all aspects of your business: agency, finding clients, client management, pitch angles, pitch ideas, resources, like everything. And we'll go as long as we need to. Like, if it's one call a month, let's get every question answered. We work on mindset stuff. I want to teach you guys an agency operating system that we're working on. I'm like, we have so much we're doing. So, and we're resurrecting Elevate because we had a weird launch that was like an odd timeline, and people were like, oh, I have time to enter because it's 3 months away. And then we were like, nobody's interested. And then we got on a call and 7 people were like, when can I get an Elevate? And I was like, where were you when we launched? So we're resurrecting Elevate. Serena is already signed up. Anyway, so that's what we're doing on our end. I have one more tip for you here on falling back in love with your business and your clients. Again, number 4, accept that you might not love your clients all the time, and that's okay. You're not going to be out of this world passionate about all of your clients at all times. Totally fine. It happens. We all have a desire to feel lit up, to have a fire in our belly in our careers, and especially as entrepreneurs, because it's hard. And when things are hard, it's easy to say, well, I don't understand why I'm doing this. I could just go get a job and get a consistent paycheck and not deal with the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows, right? Not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows. There's going to be hard days. There's going to be hard client conversations. Maybe there are repetitive tasks that you just don't love. It's all part of our journey as an agency owner. Running your own agency, it's not easy, but I promise you, if you put in the hard work, it can be extremely rewarding long term. For me, it has been. For so many members of our community, you know, there's little hurdles and things, and when we work together to move past them, but you don't have to love everything about entrepreneurship. But it is important to find the things that you do love and keep your focus there. You know, keep your focus on, we talk about this in the Agency Accelerator, getting to the strategy, and really thinking about like your vision for your life and your business. I want work life integration. I want you to build a business that will support the kind of life you want to have. And part of that for me was finding my big why. Why am I doing this? Why did I leave law and a super good salary in a well respected job at a top law firm that I worked really hard to get to? Why did I leave? What was the reason that I did that? The reason was because I wanted more control over my life, my time, how I spent my time professionally, who I got to work with, doing work that felt like I was building something, not like I was tearing it down. And ultimately having the time, flexibility, freedom to be with my family, to be able to work around my kids' schedule. Now my kids are going to be, oh my God, 14 and 12. How is that even possible? Oh my God, my younger son's going to be 12 in less than a month, and my other son's going to be 14 a month after that. That's my big why. When things get tough, I think about, okay, there are reasons that I am doing this. If I were back in a law firm, I would not be going to my son's. He just made honor roll. It's a Friday at 1 o'clock. There's no way I would be zipping out for 2 hours to go to an honor roll ceremony, or my son's basketball game at 3 o'clock at his school, you know, 20 minutes away. There's just no way. So keep your focus on what you love and your big why. Think about all of the freedom that entrepreneurship gives to you, spending time with your family. Like I said, huge one for me. Doing work in an industry that you love. I love the cosmetics industry. My husband had a tennis match with a guy who has a turnkey lab where he will create your beauty brand from start to finish. And I was like, tell me more. Like, I've always wanted to have my own beauty brand. I just am like, I have idea, I'm just like, I know how saturated the market is, but I'm like, I can promote it. I can, so I was so excited, but I get to work in the beauty space. That's something really exciting to me. You can choose what services you provide. I don't want to do social media like TikTok video creation. That's not what we do. It was a drain. There's just certain things that are like great and exciting, and some that are like, ugh, what a drag. You can tailor make your career to your liking. There's nothing better than that. That is something to be celebrated, even when you're stuck doing reporting or, doing your taxes at the end of the year, doing paperwork, running your numbers, all the stuff we don't like. If you put a spreadsheet in my face, my brain gets scrambled. My husband lives in a spreadsheet. He builds the most complex spreadsheets with financial projections and all these crazy formulas. He's like amazing at Excel. And I look at it and I'm like, I can't, my brain cannot process. So different strokes, right? You can love your business and have it tailor made for you. And think about, clients. Every client is valuable, even if you're not as passionate about some of the clients that you are about other partnerships. You gain important industry experience when you work with these clients. You have to look at the bright side. It is an opportunity to gain important skills in your niche and knowledge and deep expertise in a space you're really excited to work in. Maybe the client's not so great, but like you're getting access to the niche that you really want to go deeper in. Every client that passes through your agency, it's going to make you a better, stronger PR professional. And as you work with more and more clients and you accumulate more experience and expertise, you'll be able to work with fun and exciting clients down the road. They're not all a drag. But I look at it almost like dating, right? When when I was dating, I would go out with somebody and I'd be like, okay, I don't want someone like that. Like this person is way too focused on their career. The next person's going to have a little bit more like fun and excitement and whimsy. And you go out with that guy and you're like, oh boy, like that guy is just, way too free and untethered. And no, I'm not going to hop on the back of your motorcycle in the middle of a workday and like drive up the coast. Like, that's not me either. And you just sort of learn about yourself doing the things you don't want to do. And I also say, working in law at a law firm, working for someone else, billable hours, just a dry business type of law showed me what I don't want. Doing that work really highlighted what I don't want. I don't want to be in an office. I don't want to be accountable for my time. I don't want billable hours. That's why we only work on retainer. So all of the clients that you don't love, look at the positives. It's all a learning experience about yourself, and it's evidence of what you do want. And even if you don't love the client, you're making connections, getting results, getting expertise in an industry that you want to go all in on. So some of these clients, they might not be your dream, but others push you toward what you're really passionate about, and use those partnerships as a springboard to work with your dream clients and continue building your dream agency. And I have a great little framework here for you. This is my agency framework. The best way to sustain your passion for your agency is to build a business you love that will help you create consistent, predictable, recurring retainer revenue. This is that 12-step framework. Very simple to understand. Not easy, but it's simple to understand. And this is how I've been able to, 10x our revenue over time. I don't even know if it's 10x, just quantum growth on our revenue, and build my team and really leverage the results we've gotten to bring in those dream clients that I am passionate about. And I have a very lean and mean roster right now, and we love, love, love all of our clients at the moment. So I want that for you too. I had a couple of people say they wanted to ask questions. I am here. Oh, my doggie, she sees her buddy outside. She's on the balcony looking over. Lola, Lola, do you see Happy? Lola. Oh, she's like, do you say Happy? Hi, do you see Happy? Does anyone have a dog and you get the head tilt when they're really listening? I'll stay on for like another minute, but I'm really glad you all joined me and found me, even though the tech was a little weird today. How are we feeling right now in our businesses? How is everybody's, first of the year? You got your goals, you've got your drive towards accomplishing something different and new and big. How are you feeling about that right now? I would love to hear. Looks like I'm not wearing a shirt, but I swear I am. I just got this new blazer. I'm so excited. I love it. It's so cute. Anina Bing, they're having a sale if anybody is interested. Okay, nobody's got anything for me today. All right, guys, I really appreciate you being here. Like I said, I'm live every single Thursday. If you have a topic, that you want us to explore, let us know. You can let us know in the group. If you're interested in our Powerhouse Plus coaching experience, it's so reasonably priced. I can't even tell you. To get the pitch lab and all of the bells and whistles that are included there, and to get the coaching group access, it is what you are missing in your business. You will never have to wonder, like, how are they doing it, or what are they pricing, or how are they landing that client, or what's the contact I need at this publication? Like, can someone get me this contact? Like, we got you. We have your back. And the calls are awesome. We just had a call, and a very like senior industry veteran was like, that was like nothing I've ever experienced. That was incredible. So, oh, and the fire trucks are going up the street again. You never know what's going on Witzel Drive. All right, guys, take great care. I hope you are finding ways, pockets of passion in your business. Pick up a journal, write down things that you're grateful for. I'm grateful for you. This community has really helped me find my passion for my work again. And I will always be grateful for that. So I'll see you guys next week. In the meantime, have a good one. Engage in our community, Powerhouse Pros, and let us know if you want to learn anything from us. Talk to you soon. Bye.